I've been wanting to do a video a long time on epilepsy. My apologies, brothers and sisters, that it had not came out earlier. So let me go ahead and do my official thoughts on epilepsy and what to do if you have a child battling with epilepsy. Please like, share, and share this video. Subscribe, hit the notification bell. If you're new, we truly welcome you. This is a part of Prevent and Reverse All Disease 100% Naturally playlist where I teach biblical health principles because that's what I stand on, the Minister of Wellness Ministries. I'm also the founder of the Health Reformation Church of Jesus Christ the Nazarene. And we teach biblical principles that eradicate obesity and all disease. We believe that God's nature can heal the body, period. Doesn't matter what it is. The Creator has the solutions for us in what he has created. We don't need man's help. Man coming in, that's arrogance, that's pride, and that's blasphemy. Man coming in and believing that they have to create technology and manipulate nature to, in their foolish, deranged, arrogant minds, to correct God. They try to supersede God, because the created has a desire to be the creator. So the root cause of all of these diseases is a disobedience of the natural order, the circle of life, and an obedience to God's natural, infallible laws of cause and effect. That is what causes dis-ease, which means to put the body at a state of turmoil. And God is a God of peace. So if we're truly, so there's no such thing as you being a believer and, you talk about how religious you are and spiritual and your commandment keeping, but then your body is not at peace. One of the key signs of being a true follower of the Most-High YAH the Elohim is that you will be at peace. And disease is the opposite of peace. So you can't say you have peace, but then your body is in turmoil. Your body is diseased. You understand me? If you're listening to this Thursday, May the 8th, 2025, because of course my prayer is that this video will be viewed by millions of people. But if you're listening to it on May the 8th, 2005, tomorrow is our Sanitary pad initiative. I don't know what's going on this time, but we are still over $3,000 short of our $5,000 goal, and the drive is tomorrow. So the support for the initiative has trickled in at a very, very slow pace this time, meaning that we won't be able to buy the amount of pads needed. And this means that at the last minute, we're not going to be able to go to any schools or any slums that have more than a few hundred girls because of an extreme lack of support at this time. So if you're listening to this video and you are able to submit $100 or $200 or more dollars, I ask you to do that now through Cash App $ Minister of Wellness, Cash App $ Minister of Wellness, or to use one of the many ways on the screen, Zelle, PayPal, credit or debit card, theministerofwellness.com/give. If you are listening to this and you're benefiting from this information, you enjoy the Minister of Wellness Ministries videos, then please support the missionary initiatives that we're doing. Please support the less fortunate. Please help those in need. These organic sanitary pad drives are very important. We're supposed to be serving 1,000 girls per month. But when we get minimal support the way we do, then that means we are forced to serve less girls due to a lack of support. Do your best not to let that happen, because trust me, if you're listening to this video, the sound of my voice, I am sure that you could use some extra blessings and some expedited healing for yourself and your loved ones from the Lord. And the only way to get that is to give to those who are going through a worse situation than you. I'm looking for hundreds and 200s and more to come in as quickly as possible over the course of today. Epilepsy is widely misunderstood by the public. Seizures and epilepsy are not the same. A seizure is a disruption of the electrical communication signals between neurons in the brain, While a seizure is a single neurological event affecting the nervous system, epilepsy is the chronic disease. Chronic disease meaning that is much worse, is more permanent. It's more permanent, is more frequent, that causes recurrent, unprovoked reflective seizures. Seizures disorder is a broader term that includes both single seizure episodes and several different types of epilepsy. According to the National Institution of Neurological Disorders and Stroke, having a single seizure as a result of a high fever or head injury does not necessarily mean that a person has epilepsy. Again, the definition of epilepsy is characterized by enduring, long-lasting predisposition to generate epileptic seizures, and by the neurobiological, cognitive, psychological, and social consequences of this condition. The definition of epilepsy has changed over the past several decades. This change is due to some controversy over how to diagnose patients correctly. A person is now considered to have epilepsy if they have experienced at least 2 unprovoked seizures occurring greater than 24 hours apart. Having one unprovoked or reflex seizure increases the risk that another will occur, especially within the following 10 years. There's still some debate among experts regarding this appropriate time to diagnose someone with epilepsy. After initial seizure, some doctors will wait for a second seizure before diagnosing epilepsy. You all see there's so much unknown. And this is why it is fatal to trust in man. You all see there's a lot of unknowns with epilepsy, a lot of unknowns. They're still trying to figure things out. And so that's why it is laughable whenever man believes this whole concept of medicine industry, this whole concept of these medical decisions. You all know I'm using code language. This whole concept of taking pills from nature and trying to create a system apart from God's nature for healing the body. When you see all of this ambiguous language, all of these long, complicated terms, and you see over and over how the definition has changed and they are unsure about this, unsure about that. And then they're talking about unprovoked seizures. Nothing in the body happens unprovoked. Nothing just happens. That's stupid. The first law of the universe is cause and effect. Nothing just happens. So if your child is having chronic seizures, aka epilepsy, that's not for no reason. This is a neurological disorder. Neurological meaning the brain and the central nervous system. It is a disruption in the brain and the central nervous system that leads to chronic seizures. Don't let all the hoopla goop and the fancy words of these dumb scientists. Scientists are not gods, brothers and sisters. They are fickle, fallible, mortal human flesh just like you. Don't worship these people in these white coats. Don't worship anybody in a white coat. Worship the Most-High God. It's finally back, brothers and sisters, back by popular demand for the month of May. May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and you all know mental health awareness starts with how you fuel your brain, the medicine foods of God, and proper supplementation. Anybody talking about mental health and they're not discussing nutrition and supplements, it's a hoax. The Mental Health Awareness Month package, it is back. You get my 4 herbal extracts together to help fuel your brain, to help with the healing of your brain, to fight against all forms of mental illness. The DHA EPA, my organic, vegan, high-quality, potent DHA EPA, the stress relief herbal extract, the mental health herbal extract, and the anxiety and depression herbal extract. All of my herbal extracts are organic and highly potent potent. You put these together and it will significantly help to improve your mood, to improve your mental strength, and anything else mentally that you're trying to overcome. The Mental Health Awareness Month package is for you. As always, stock is limited. I'll see how long I can keep it up for May, which is Mental Health Awareness Month. Might be 3 days, might be 1 day, might be a week. I don't know. Don't wait. Get your package today. theministerofwellness.com, theministerofwellness.com. No promo code is needed. It's already priced at half off. It should be $240, but you can get all four for $120. That's 50% off. No promo code needed. It's in stock for now. theministerofwellness.com, theministerofwellness.com. If you can't afford to pay the $120 to get all four in one, you can get them individually for 50% off using the promo code May 2025. May 2025, and you can get them individually. The DHA, EPA, stress relief, mental health, anxiety, and depression, you can get them for 50% off individually if you can't afford to get the entire package for $120. If you need help placing an order, any questions, comments, or concerns, you can call Administrative Assistant Mama Mary Jones, who is also a master herbalist. That's right. Mama Mary Jones is not only my administrative assistant, she is not only an elder in the ministry, but she is also a master herbalist. So give her a call, 888-847-8026, 888-847-8026, and not only can she direct you on helping to place your order, but any questions, comments, or concerns you have about what's best for you or your loved ones from my vast online store, she is more than equipped to assist you in your healing journey. The question becomes, what produces chronic seizures? Where is this disruption coming from in the central nervous system and in the brain? Well, the central nervous system in the brain is directly connected to the gut. Gut health equals brain health. So if your gut is messed up, if you're having an imbalance of healthy gut flora, if your gut is poisoned, then that directly affects the health of your brain. The whole body is interconnected. You can't break down pieces of the body. The reason why the medicine industry does that is because they don't understand that the body works holistically, because they're not able to understand God's marvelous creation. They have to break it up and study one part at a time, because man does not have the intelligence to fully understand all of the intricacies of the human body. Only God can do that. But we can understand basic holistic principles, and they don't want to do that. Because if you look at the body holistically, and if you look at the cause of dis-ease holistically, it takes trillions of dollars out of their pockets. And the medicine industry is a business. The treatment of disease is a business. So you better keep it confusing. And that tells you it's not of the Lord, because God is not the author of confusion. If you have a child with epilepsy battling chronic diseases, you can rest assured the root cause is the destruction of the gut. Because if your gut, you clean out the gut, you produce a healthy gut, and then it will simultaneously heal up the central nervous system and the brain. So what do you need to, so again, but when we're talking about the causes of epilepsy, it's the poisoning of the gut. It's the disruption of healthy gut flora, leading to constipation, leading to unhealthy gut bacteria, which causes leading to a clogging up of the lymphatic system. Link is in the description box. Speaking about how to clean your lymphatic system. Link is in the description box. And this affects the whole neurological system, the brain, the spinal cord, the central nervous system, filled with toxins, polluted with toxicity. the cells of the neurological system unable to function properly, the cleaning of the body from toxins, from excess mucus and excess pus. This is what we need to focus on when we're dealing with epilepsy and what to do about it. We are talking about a toxic overload that needs to be corrected. So we're talking about a systematic, holistic, deep detox. That's what we're discussing when it comes to epilepsy. Unpoisoning, detoxing the central nervous system, the brain of your child. And that will start with the fruits. That is the foundation. Only the fruits can do this. Only the fruits can get the job done, along with the faith that God's medicine, that God's way can get the job done. Because many parents, when you have sick, disabled children, you don't have faith. You don't believe in God's method. You question God's method. You become a detriment to your child healing. My full mental health sermon is in the description box of this video. It's over 2 hours long. You need to watch it from start to finish with notebook and pen in hand. The Lord can heal your child. No, the cause is a toxic overload and poisoning of the central nervous system, the brain, and that starts in the gut, which starts with the pollution of the immune system, aka the lymphatic system, which is why I have a separate video on that. So an epileptic child needs a fruit fasting, because it is the fruits, the astringent fruits, especially the grapes, the citrus fruits. Then you have your antioxidant fruits, all of your different berries, and then your melons, the hydrative fruits. So they would need to go on a strict fruit fasting journey. They would need to be juicing. And the best juice when you have in neurological disorders, they are your green vegetables and your berries. You want to juice those, especially your broccoli, which contains isothiocyanates and sulforaphane, and a host, thousands of other phytochemicals. We're talking about micronutrient density to come inside of the lymphatic system, inside of the gut, inside of the central nervous system, inside of the brain, and do a deep cleaning. The medicine foods of God. Eat your fruits, juice your vegetables, and take your herbs. You would need to go to the ministerofwellness.com and get my complete detox package. And then you would also need to click on the store to go to Zuma Nutrition and use the promo code Black Health to also get a parasite detox package. Both of those can be found at theministerofwellness.com. Brothers and sisters, my online store, theministerofwellness.com, theministerofwellness.com. We have everything you need to get your health together. And I'm very thankful when you support the online store, because it is the profits from the online store at the retail cost that helps support me personally, and I am a 90% tither. Most of the funds that I earn from the online store, family, it goes right back into the missionary initiatives. So I really appreciate it. I know my supplements are higher. I know that. It is higher for a reason, brothers and sisters, because I need as much of the profit as possible so I can put into covering the missionary initiatives. Do you all understand that? So I'm really, really, really thankful when you support my online store at the retail cost. Whatever you need for the healing of your body, for the knowledge you need to heal your body, you can find at theministerofwellness.com, theministerofwellness.com. If you need help placing an order or have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can call my administrative assistant and master herbalist, Mama Mary Jones, at 888-847-8026, 888-847-8026. You can call or text 888-847-8026. And this is why I promote the Zuma Nutrition, That's why I run that commercial in all of my videos. You can go to theministerofwellness.com. Yes, if you hover under store, you'll see the parasite detox package. If you hover over store, you will see the parasite detox package, and it'll take you directly to the personalized link for Zuma, Z-U-M-A nutrition, and you click that link and you can order the full parasite detox package. And I've used it for great success with myself, because vegan junk food also builds parasites, especially white flour and white rice will build parasites. So as you all know, I have undertaken a 60-pound weight loss journey myself from vegan junk food, and I use the Zuma Nutrition Complete Parasite Detox Protocol with great success, and that is why I promote it. The Minister of Wellness Complete Detox Package, brothers and sisters, I created this package specifically to help detox from the medical decision. You should realize I'm being very careful in using code language, and all toxic overload that taxes our system, weakens our immune system, I put together. I had this before due to extreme censorship. I had to use wisdom, and I had to bring it back in a different manner, but it is backed by popular demand. You get the very powerful immune support, detox, gut health, mental health, reduce inflammation, the Irish sea moss, the dulse seaweed, and then you see that spot there, my book. Again, I have to be smart and use wisdom. This is the book that I have exposing the medical decision, and it has the full detox plan for the medical decision. And this is all of them, all of these poisons that we've taken since our childhood, the overload of toxic exposure that is taxing our system. This is my complete detox package, theministerofwellness.com, theministerofwellness.com, or call 888-847-8026, 888-847-8026. They would need to be starting at 7 a.m. in the morning, and every hour you should be doing fruits from those three classes. Your astringent fruits that pull and suck mucus out of the body, your antioxidant fruits that help to destroy toxins that are hiding within the cells, the building block of the gut, the central nervous system, and the brain that needs detoxing for the reversal of epilepsy, and then the hydrogen fruits, your melons that work as a high-pressured water hose. So you start in the morning, you have some grapes. The child has some grapes. In the next hour, have them some berries. The next hours, they have them some melons. And then all throughout the day, they are consuming between a half a gallon to a gallon of water, H3O2, that comes from the broccoli, the water from the broccoli. You add in some berries, and then you might need to use another watery fruit or add in a little bit of H2O to help to make sure that it's very drinkable, because the water that comes from berries and broccoli usually is going to be very thick. And that is the plan. I don't want to complicate things here. When it comes to epilepsy, it is simply a disorder of chronic seizures. It is a disruption in the central nervous system and in the brain. And I am telling you that it is coming from a toxic overload that comes from a myriad of environmental factors. And one of the biggest environmental factors is diet, and then also the wickedness that the medicine system does with poisoning the blood. You all should follow along with my code language. So when you're dealing with a child with epilepsy, you're dealing with a child that needs a serious detox. Do you have the faith and the discipline to see your child through the detox that they need? If you need extra motivation and any other follow-up questions, comments, or concerns, I'm available for one-on-one health coaching. 888-847-8026, 847-8026. theministerofwellness.com, theministerofwellness.com. If you book a one-on-one consultation with me, it will come with a 25% store-wide discount code, and you could use that to get the complete detox package. So all I see, brothers and sisters, when I see a child unfortunately suffering from epilepsy, all I see is a child who has a brain and a central nervous system and a gut that has been completely destroyed because environmental toxins. I see blood poisoning. I see an unhealthy gut. I see excess mucus and pus. I see a clogged lymphatic system. I see a child that needs to detox, and that can only be done through the medicine foods of God, his righteous and holy ways of living, God's nature. That's the only way that it can be turned around. And faith, and a lot of prayer. The Most High God has created medicines from the earth. He who is wise would not abhor them. I know the pandemic hasn't come yet, but you all see many pandemics have been popping up. Many pandemics. Don't get comfortable and regret that you don't have your 7 bottles of the Minister of Wellness most important and potent immune system herbal extract for you and your family. When the lockdowns come, when the quarantines come, you don't want to be stuck in the home and then somebody's coughing and you scared to death because you don't have God's medicine for your immune system. No promo code needed. You get 7 bottles at half off the price. 7 immune support emergency bottles. That's why it's called the stash. theministerofwellness.com, theministerofwellness.com. 888-847-8026 is already priced at half off. 888-847-8026. 888-847-8026. theministerofwellness.com under store. theministerofwellness.com under store. The second package you need is the Black Health Disparities package. This contains the most powerful herbal extracts I have. These cover all diseases. Diseases meaning comorbidities. Comorbidities mean you can be as religious as you want. Death, suffering and death will come to you if you don't heal your body of those comorbidities. Fat loss covers obesity, leading cause of viral deaths. High blood pressure and cholesterol herbal extract, the immune support herbal extract, the blood sugar balance herbal extract for type 1 and type 2 diabetes, reduce inflammation herbal extract. Inflammation is the cause of all disease. So these 5 together covers any comorbidities you're battling. No promo code needed. All 5 for only $125. The regular cost is $250. It's already priced at half off. No promo code needed. The Black Health Disparities package. Get rid of those comorbidities before it's too late. theministerofwellness.com under store. theministerofwellness.com under store. theministerofwellness.com under store. Or call 888-847-8026. Get protected today. 888-847-8026. Get protected today. 888-847-8026. The big 5, brothers and sisters, that are the most important, that is absolutely essential, or you will be deficient. If you're deficient, you can't have an optimal immune system for the next pandemic. Vitamin D3 with K2, D3 with K2, B12, DHA, EPA, and zinc. Those are the big 5, and we have those 5 available, organic, high quality, and potent. theministerofwellness.com under store, theministerofwellness.com under store, or click the link in the description box in pinned comment section. I'm coming to you in absolute emergency situation. I want you all to, as you can see, the deplorable condition that our children's home is in. We have been supporting this home for nearly a year now, and And unfortunately, brothers and sisters, our efforts to help our children to improve their health with the organic fruits and vegetables, it is being thwarted by this horrible environment that they are living in. So family, we have reached an absolute emergency situation. We have to get our children out of this condition. They are having asthmatic problems, breathing problems. We have several special needs children, and everything that we are doing to help them, we're really shooting ourselves in the foot, because as you can see, the home is located in the middle of the slums. So I am here today, brothers and sisters, because the Lord has put it on my heart that it is high time for us to work together so that we can acquire land in a much better location with clean air, plenty of trees, and none of this pollution. And we're going to build an orphanage that can hold 200 children. And we'll also build a hall to where we can hold our services and other free community events. But as you all can see, it's no way that we can raise and produce healthy children, you know, in this type of condition. And so, brothers and sisters, this is an emergency. This is urgent. We need to raise $500,000 US as quickly as possible so that we can acquire the land. That the first acquiring of the land will cost $20,000 to $40,000, and then when we get the land, then we want to immediately start building. This is something that I want to get started on as soon as possible, and I'm here to show you all again, to compare the living conditions in America to what we have here in Africa. It is just absolutely stupidity. The GoFundMe link is in the description box, family. Let's go ahead and get the funds we need in as quickly as possible so we can go ahead and help our children. Thank you and God bless.